guys, Sarah here at Healing Field Farm. Welcome back to Sarah Sundays. And as I mentioned last week, today we're going to do a healing salve made with about 7 ingredients, some essential oils. So for this, you are going to need a double boiler. I got mine set up right here, and I'm going to use this glass measuring cup to put all my oils in to melt them down. It does take a little bit to melt the beeswax down, so once I get everything in there and get it going, I will pause and get everything melted down, and then we can come back to it. So I'm going to start by placing this. I got my water already heated up. My pan's about a quarter full with water, and my temperature's, I got it on like a 2, so there's some bubbles, but it's not boiling over yet. So for the healing salve, this will be a 4-ounce recipe. This will be good for minor cuts, some minor scrapes, bruises, any type of little eczema or skin irritations. It'll be good for that. And I'll tell you what we're going to put into it, and then I'll tell you what they're good for. So I'm going to start here. We're going to go with half of a cup of coconut oil. I've measured that out, so we're going to put that right in. Alright, so half a cup of coconut oil is going in there. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sweet almond oil. 1 tablespoon. Alright, and the next is our beeswax, and this is like the glue of the salve. It's what gives it the hardness. So you can use 2 to 3 tablespoons. 3 is going to make it a pretty hard salve. The less beeswax you use, the less firm it will be. So I like to do about 2 tablespoons of the beeswax. Right here you can see I'm just using 100% little beeswax pellets. So we're going to go ahead and stick 2 in there. Alright, and as I mentioned, the beeswax takes the longest amount of time for it to melt down. So you want to keep stirring it. Keep your heat around medium. You don't want your water to bubble up because you don't want it to get in with your oils. But you're going to have to be patient. Wait the 5 minutes, let it all melt down. I would not microwave this. I would make sure that you do it over a double boiler. You don't want to burn the oils. Alright, so we're going to let this melt down. It is going to take about 5 or 6 minutes. You want to make sure all of the beeswax pellets are completely dissolved. And you want to keep stirring it. You don't want your oils to burn. Okay guys, so mine has already melted down. It's been just about 5 minutes. As you can see, everything is liquid. And before we add anything else, we're going to give it about 60 seconds to cool so we don't burn any oils that we add to it. So here's the coconut oil that I used. One of these has about 1.5 cups, so it makes about 3 batches. Each batch is about 4 ounces. The almond oil is a tablespoon of this one. And I'm going to go ahead and add some vitamin E, which is going to help preserve it. This salve will have a shelf life of about 6 to 8 weeks. And you can either keep it in your fridge or keep it in a medicine cabinet. I would advise not to keep it in a car because as the temperatures rise, the oil will melt. And then you'll have a mess on your hands. So some of the other essential oils we're going to use, we're going to start with lavender. And we're using lavender because it has antiseptic properties, it has antibacterial properties, anti-inflammatory properties. It is good for skin health, and it is good for skin rejuvenation. So we're going to go ahead and add about 12 drops of this in. Sometimes it comes out a little slow. There's 12 of that. Go ahead and mix that in. All right, we're going to add 12 drops of melaleuca or tea tree oil. This is also antibacterial. It's a cleansing oil, and it's also good for promoting rejuvenation. So we're going to do 12 drops of this one also. There we go. I'll give that a mix. And we're going to go with some lemon. Lemon is good for killing any harmful bacteria and clearing your skin. So we'll go with 12 drops of lemon. That was about 12. All right. And lastly, we're going to add just a tablespoon of witch hazel. Witch hazel is good for itching and swelling of your skin. There we go. So we'll give that another mix. Okay, so this is all set to be poured. So we have a couple options. As I said, this is 4 ounces. So you can use 2 of these small tins, or we have a bigger tin that it can go in. And then I have some square tins. And then I also have these chapstick tubes, which are really good to keep in your fridge or for on the go, because the kids can just take them out and put them on any cut, bump, or bruise that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and pour these, and then I will show you how they set. Okay, so I already have some chapstick tubes in here. So we'll go ahead and fill one of these. And we're going to fill one of these small ones. Right up to the top, and we'll fill the rest with these chapstick tubes. Okay. So I would let these sit overnight, and then once you're done, you're going to have, this will be your final product. So this one, like I said, can go right in the fridge or can go in a medicine cabinet. Good for easy use. Pull it out, rub it on. And then here is what it will look like when it sets in the tin. This one I whipped up a little bit with the blender, just to see if I could change the consistency a little bit. It's still pretty firm. But warms up really quickly with the touch of your finger. So there you have it. So 7 ingredients. You want coconut oil, you want almond oil, witch hazel, vitamin E to help preserve it. Then you're going to go with lavender, lemon, and melaleuca or tea tree essential oils. And you're going to use your beeswax as your glue to hold everything together. As I said, these are good for bumps, bruises, minor cuts, some eczema. There's nothing harmful in it, so you can apply as many times as you need to. It can be stored in the fridge or in a medicine cabinet or any cool, dry place. And it has a shelf life good for about 6 to 8 weeks. So I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please let me know. And we will see you again next Sunday. Thanks, guys.